Appreciate it. Hey, welcome everybody. This is our post-summit Q&A, kind of share the ups, the downs, the loves, what we found, what was so exciting about Summit. There were a lot of first-time Summit attenders this past week, and we're excited here at Team Everyone Matters, because everybody matters, to hear what the favorite things were and any questions that you guys have that didn't go, because if you haven't, the tickets for New Orleans are available. So, and to my knowledge, they've not sold out yet. They have not sold out yet. So that's a really good thing. But I do know that hotels are kind of hard to come by. So I'm excited that you guys all took the time to come on. It is August the 1st. It is a Monday. And again, as everybody knows, Monday, first day of the week, first day of the month. Hello. Can't beat that to start.
I know.
Strong. That's like the absolute best to start strong for sure. I know that Laura Becker could not be on the call tonight, though she did put in a freaking block of good time today. She told us in a group message today, she spent 3 hours at the library where she is. The library is closed at this time of day, so she couldn't even get online if she wanted to. And I haven't checked yet, but and they probably will pop up tomorrow, if not today. She had like 3 people she was signing up. So she, I know, is kicking off. Her momentum has not slowed down at all, which I hope is inspiring to everybody else, because I kind of think that that's where I know a lot of people, the people that I've spoken to in the Team Cup, really, really want to build their business. That's the main reason that they wanted to get involved in the Cup. And I think the energy from Summit is ideal. It has been for me in the past, and again, likewise again this year, to just rejuvenate my attitude and my momentum to do something. So, even from afar, huh, Elaine?
Absolutely. I mean, I was just as jazzed as if I was there and I didn't expect that, probably because I know what it's like to be there. So kind of being back here and tapping in as best as I could, I was jazzed.
I know. I'd be curious, did you already ask earlier how many people watched any of the live streaming stuff? Did anybody watch any of that if you didn't go? Yes? Caitlin did?
I have not asked.
No, Laura did. You watched some of it too? Yeah.
Good.
Oh, well, yeah. That's awesome. I know I was in the airport watching closing ceremonies since, I sat there for forever, but it was all good. It was all good.
Good.
All right. Good. I kind of was totally putting the people that went on the spot, because I figure if you were there, then you have a favorite thing to share. So I really just want to take a little bit of time to share your one probably biggest impactful thing that you experienced at Summit this year, and then really allow other people to ask some questions. That's kind of where I wanted to start. So is there anybody that would like to begin if you attended? Because there were plenty of you. Don't be shy.
Mindy is dying to go first.
Molly already unmuted herself. Mindy's not.
Oh, there we go. Good. No goggles.
So basically, my mind is just spinning because first of all, I just got home. But second of all, I think I told you all this story last year, but I watched all of the live stuff that I could last year, and I had just started coaching. I mean, I wasn't really, I think I had my first challenge group, and so I was watching it. And then by the time they opened it that night, I got my ticket. And I was like, I didn't even know, you know what I mean? It was just like crazy. It was just so influenced, I was so influenced by what I saw and heard and everything. And I kind of broke it down like, it's only like 50 cents a day if I don't go or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But I wanted to be there in a year from now. So for me, this was just thrilling. No. Mommy's on team call. No. So.
Hi. Those are the best kisses on team calls.
Shut that door or you don't go to trampoline park tomorrow. Go in your bed. Okay, so sorry about that.
No, good.
I'm laying down the law. Okay, so basically, for me, I was like, I'm on team call. Put them to bed because we have to go to trampoline park. All right. So anywho, for me, I was super excited. I learned, something for everything, but I think the biggest takeaways I had, and I actually listened to the team call today, and I listened to another team, the National Wake Up Call, and then I listened to the Summer Tucker National Wake Up Call from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just was inspired by just, showing up and making this your business. Like, I just feel like we try to do stuff for our challengers because we want them to be successful, and we try to do stuff for our coaches because we want them to be successful. But if you want to be successful in this business, you have got to start plugging in, and you have got to start, getting it for yourself because it's your business. And I think that was just a big takeaway for me. I know I could do more to help my team, but I know that, like, we'll post something and we'll be like, hey, we'll tag you in it or post you in it or whatever. But, the bottom line is, like, if you're not listening to National Wake Up Calls, you don't have a business, because that's a staff meeting. Or if you're not listening to, if you're not jumping on these calls. Now, we all are busy, so I'm not, like, putting anybody down if you don't get on. I mean, there are weeks that I'm like, I can't do it. I just can't do it. But I think the bottom line is we all need to ask ourselves, are we treating this like a business? It is your responsibility to find out, like, what the challenge packs are and all that stuff. And we all kind of help each other out when we hear something. But I think if you're not, like, trying to do stuff for yourself, like going in the back office and looking at news, or, I just think the National Wake Up Call, period. If you're not listening to that, then, like, you don't, this is your business and you're a part of this company, and, it's very flexible and things like that. And I know, it's like, there are people on this team that have so much. I know, like, I'm looking at Sarah right now. She works like 17-hour days, and she's got babies at home, and she's like, and I know the same thing with Caitlin, and Laura and I are super busy with sports and things like that. We all have, like, a ton of crap going on. So I'm not saying, like, I'm not trying to be, like, tough love or anything, but I just feel like there are some non-negotiables in here. And I think one of them is us plugging into what the company is already giving us as far as, PD and things like that. And yeah, you can get overwhelmed in all the different groups. I get that. And I feel the same way. But I think the basic thing is what we learned from Summit, from every single speaker that was out there, and I'm talking, these women are making, millions of dollars a year. It's easy to do that in this business if you put the work in. So it's not like there are tons of people walking across the stage that are making six figures. It's not like just 10 people. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that opportunity, it hit me again in the face. Like, are you showing up every day? No, I'm not. I'm not showing up every day. I'm showing up like 60-ish%, maybe sometimes less, maybe sometimes 80, maybe a little bit more at the end of the month. It's just that every single one of these women that were successful, that were standing on the stage, they all said, it is work, it is hard. We show up every single day like it's a business. So, I think that hit me hard, and, Melanie Mitro, that was really the first time I had heard her speak. She's our number one person in the company. And she was like, she was like a bee. She was just like, listen, people. She's like, I don't know if you guys saw that, but her speech was like, I don't have anything to, like, I don't have any secrets. The secret is I worked harder than every single person up here. That's right. Like, do you know what I mean? And, like, for me, like, I like people to talk to me nicely and kind of coddle me, but that's not helpful. But she was like, listen, people, let me tell you why I'm number one. I am number one because I did the work better than all you. Right? Like, so go look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, did you do the work? You didn't do the work? I did the work. You didn't do the work? That's why I'm number one. You know what I mean? So all that really hit me hard this week because, you know what? The bottom line is, like, I'm not really doing the work. I know some people in here are doing the work, and I know some of you are new, so you're not really like, am I going to do the work? And that was another thing. Like, there's a lot of people in here in the company, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And you can't be successful with 1 foot in, 1 foot out. We're not saying you need to spend 40 hours a week doing this. That's not what I'm saying. But are you doing the inviting? Are you doing the follow-up? And are you giving your challengers the content that they need to be successful, to lose the weight so that they can be a walking product for you? That was another thing that kind of hit me. Like, I feel like we have awesome challenge groups, like Laura and I, and we love our people and we get some good people out of it. But I don't know, like, I feel like we could do a little bit better with our people, getting really big transformations and then them saying, oh my gosh, I want to be a part of this, and the community and the camaraderie and all that. So I don't mean to preach it, but I mean, I felt like,
girl, preach it. Shoot. Heck yeah.
That, you know, and you know, it's, to me, it's in my face every day with Laura Becker, because she's amazing. She's awesome. Like, she's working full-time job and getting the stuff done. So, I mean, if I'm not getting, I mean, I was at 9 last night, 9, Success Club 9. Guess what? I got Success Club 9. And today there was a big fat 0 there. So that was my own fault. That hurt. That hurt to get that 9, because I didn't really work very hard to get it. You know, I mean, I worked hard at the beginning of the month, and then I worked a little bit more right before I left, and then but you know, I mean, you got to do the work. So I love you all. I hope you guys don't think I'm like.
No, I loved it.
So
I appreciate it.
I loved it.
I was very convicted too. It was kind of a slap in my face, like, are you doing the work? No, I'm really not. So then your paycheck reflects that, period. You know, there wasn't a secret sauce. You know, someone asked me last night, like, how do I get the challengers and how do I do this? Like, it really is just all about inviting. And I haven't really been doing that like I should be. And connecting with the challengers, you know what I mean, the way we should be. Because it's hard once we have a bigger group and more people, and we're kind of just flying through it like, good job, yeah, good job, love it, you know. But the connection needs to be, because we have awesome people in our group. So that's it. Sorry.
That's awesome. Thank you.
No apologies. That was infusing. That was awesome.
I'm just Summer Tucker. It was Summer Tucker yelling at me. I was listening to all her stuff.
For real. She's a beast, yeah.
Ball of fire. I'm just curious, after Melanie wrapped that smackdown up, did she get a standing O for that?
No, I think people were just like scrunching down in their seats because they were like, I didn't.
Wow. But
I have that recording too.
Awesome.
She did. Like, and all this stuff's going to be in the back office, right, Allison?
Yeah, it does. Usually takes a little while. Long time. They podcast it too. I have some recordings. The quality's not tremendous, but if you listen close enough, you can grasp it. So
but you can listen to last year's stuff. I mean, it's all still, I mean, I just think my takeaway for you all in this group and the newer people and whatever, or if you want to recharge yourself or whatever, you need to be listening to the National Wake Up Calls, because it's all there. You know what I mean? Like, we can put it in a pretty graphic for you, and, you know, Allison, what she wrote today on the, you know, team call, and if you want to be there, I mean, we can do all that stuff, but you need to just plug in and listen, do the work.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you.
Who'll be next?
I'll go. I totally agree with everything Molly said, and it was definitely a smack in the face. A good one, though. It was. I loved her too. I thought she was awesome, and I definitely got all that. But I think my biggest takeaway, well, the thing that I wrote down and the thing that keeps coming back to me over and over, and I think this is just something that I needed on a personal level, is from Tracy Morrow. Her talk was called Leave a Legacy. And I think the first thing she talked about was living your legacy, but then she shared John Maxwell's quote that a legacy is what we leave in people. And she really, the one statement that really stood out to me is, if you don't do you won't get done. And the world will miss out. And that like just washed over me, because I think that people, especially in the society that we live in now, people are hungry for you-ness. They want to see people being themselves as much as you can on social media. I mean, it's hard. Like, how transparent do I want to be, you know, in a live video? Or, you know, how much of this personal struggle do I want to reveal to these followers or whatever? And so I just really loved that statement because it just kind of really gave me a permission to share myself more, and how important that is, especially for people who may be seeking that themselves, when they can see that vulnerability and that willingness to share in you. So I love that. If you don't do you, you won't get done, and the world will miss out. And that was my big thing that just really stuck out to me. This was my first summit. Like Molly, I sat at my kitchen table at my computer and watched it last year, and texted Elaine like a mad person, like every time something happened. And I was the same way. The minute the tickets were available, I bought mine and knew that I had to be there. And I'm so glad I was. And I had such an incredible first summit experience. And I have my tickets for New Orleans, so I'll be going back. Can't wait.
Give those other people a little peek about some little bonuses that you got to experience while you were there, if you would.
I participated in the Beachbody Classic, which was a goal that I wrote down about this time last year. We were doing the Chalene 30-day, I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. And that was one of the things that I wrote down. It was kind of a big, scary goal. So I was able to do that. And that was an incredible experience that I just really enjoyed every aspect of that. Also.
And because she's so humble, I need to insert, she got top 20.
Thank you.
Yeah. Out of 250 women, right? Mm-hmm. Top 20.
Yep. It was fun.
Do you, girl. Do you.
Amen.
I got to lead a workout with Sagi Kalev, the Body Beast workout that happened on Thursday afternoon. I'm involved in a challenge group that he runs, and he puts challenges out every month. And I've participated in all 3 of the challenges that he's put out so far. But the third one really took me way outside my comfort zone. And for 18 days, he required us to share some kind of motivational or inspirational video on our personal Facebook pages as well as within the group. There were other things that we had to do as well. At one point, we had to share why we thought we should be chosen. And of course, he created a very brutal workout calendar that went along with all of this that we had to complete as well. And so he chose 14 people, I think, from the people who participated in the challenge that were able to come on stage and lead workouts with him. So it was a once in a lifetime opportunity to get to do that, and also to get to spend time with him and kind of just for him to really pour into us, which was super unique. So I'm not sure that any summit experience is ever going to top what I had experienced this last week, but it was awesome.
Awesome. Good. Thank you, girl. That is awesome. Okay.
Should we talk about how Kathy didn't Kathy do the body?
Yes. I was going to ask Kathy to go next.
Kathy, how was that for your first time doing that? And being a new coach? Right?
I have a little one that wants to talk too, so I don't know how long this is going to go. My first summit, I've been a coach for a year, but I didn't do it for the business. It was just for discount. And last year when they were all at Summit and I had no idea what it was, I was like, I'm going next year. I don't know what this is. The tickets went on sale that night, like you guys, and I just bought it. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do when I get there, but I'm going. And I saw Joy post that she did a classic. That's been a dream of mine forever. I missed the email about signing up. And I emailed them in June and said, hey, can I get on a wait list? And on June 22nd, I found out I was off the wait list.
Wow.
So I had a little less than 5 weeks to prep, and I blew it out of the water. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm so proud of myself. It was 5 weeks notice, and I did it. But those 5 weeks just didn't change me. It changed my outlook on everything. So today, quit CrossFit today, and I've been CrossFitting for 3.5 years.
What?
And I broke it to my coaches today that I am done. I'm no longer teaching, and I am full on Beachbody, and I've created office hours that started today. So my new office hours are 5 to 8 every morning, and I'm going to work the business every morning.
Wow.
From 8 to 10 when my kids go to bed, and all that personal development. So this is 100%. I signed my husband up as a coach this morning, and I'm gone Emerald. And I'm so excited.
That's awesome. That's right there of itself. That is incredible.
Oh my gosh, yes.
One of the comments or quotes that I wrote down there, and I kept writing it down every day, was that you can quit today, but you can't quit tomorrow. So there's going to be hard days, but I just got to remember that the next day I just got to pick it back up, go again. So
I can quit today.
I'm excited for what's to come.
That's awesome.
You can quit today.
Elaine's taking notes.
I'm going to write it out there. Quit today.
You can't quit tomorrow. And I don't know if any of y'all know. So when I landed in Nashville on Wednesday, I had never met a Beachbody coach. So
Not even her own, you guys. Not even her own coach.
Absolutely never met a Beachbody coach. So it was like everything was new to me. Like it's not. I don't know. Usually you know someone. I knew absolutely no one. I took that plane and I went out and I walked 25,000 steps on the first day, and I met as many people as I could. And I did the same thing every single day. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited.
You should be. That's sweet.
We're so glad you took the time to come on here and share that with us. All of you guys, gals. Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously honored to hear from each of you.
Let me go back to mute so my 1-year-old doesn't pop back on.
Oh, you're good. Okay. Okay, those of you guys that did not go, because I think that pretty much covers the people that did go, what kinds of questions do you guys have? I've been plenty, so I really don't have anything new to share, and I just echoed everything they said, so I really didn't have anything major, because the whole thing's just smacking my face since I've been 5 years, and I'm still sitting where I'm sitting. So with that said, complete transparency there. I am curious to any questions that you guys have, good, bad, indifferent, about Summit, about what any of the ladies shared, or maybe anything that you or we as coaches on a team together can do for you. All righty then. We're just...
I couldn't figure out how to unmute my microphone.
Oh, okay. Hey, goodness. All right. Awesome, girl.
Well, I'm not really sure that I have any questions about Summit specifically, because I watched the open ceremonies and I watched as much of the closing as I could, and it was just kind of like amazing to me how many people were there and how excited everybody was and how much time and effort they actually put into all of the coaches and making it such a fun and exciting and encouraging time, motivating. So that really amazed me. But the other thing that I wanted to say, as Molly said, that she doesn't feel like they do enough in our groups. And I have to say that I completely disagree, because I don't think that, if it weren't for our challenge groups, I don't know that I would have gotten over that initial hurdle of finding something to stick with. So, I think that challenge, and that's what I say to people, I think that challenge group was totally necessary for me to get on the right path.
I agree with Caitlin. Hi. Hi.
Well, I appreciate that. I just feel like I always want to be giving more to people, and I just want to not shortchange any of you all. I just feel like, you guys have been such an inspiration, especially your little group of people that came from Natalie. That was like seriously like a really cool little filter that came down. And you guys have been such a little ray of sunshine in our group, and I love it. I just think for me personally, like I want to be able to give, as much as I can to the challengers, because I feel like that's what it's all about. It's all about helping people. And, sometimes we forget that too. I don't think we forget it, but, I think that needs to be at the forefront of our mind.
I think one of my biggest challenges is getting over my, the things that I'm personally uncomfortable with.
You know, like the sharing of the pictures was
Yeah.
horrifying to me the first time I did it. And the next time it was a little bit more comfortable, but it's still nerve-wracking. And it's just like Mindy said, you're not really sure how much of your story, how much of your personal, you know, all of the details that you want to put out there, because you want to attract people. You don't want people being like, oh, this chick sharing all this stuff on Facebook, you know?
That's where I am. Sorry to jump in there.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
I'm really, really struggling with trying to get my pictures on real Facebook. Like, I've made a little baby step, and I've done like our fitness warriors, and then, you know, I'll show people at work whenever they ask. They're like, girl, what are you doing? I'm like, let me tell you about what I'm doing, and let me show you how well I am doing. It is so simple, and I can explain everything then, but to get to that point where, I mean, this is Facebook, like this is, and even like Instagram, like this is big. So, and these are high school friends, these are college friends, these are acquaintances, this is everyone. So to put myself out there, like for me, like I have always struggled with my weight. I have been overweight my entire life. I am now like normal weight per my BMI, which is like a feat that I've only gotten to maybe like 3 times in my life, I feel like. So, and I'm on my way to being in the best shape of my life at 33 years old, and after 2 kids with a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old at home. Like, even with playing basketball, soccer, softball, like countless sports in high school, and then working out every day whenever I was in college, and like it's not hard. Like, it's, if I can do it, then I mean, I can inspire so many other people. But just to get that, like, how do I get all that what I want to say on one catching post and make it sound not salesy and not like, I want you to come and drink my shakes and do my workout. Like, I want you.
It's a good thing that this is being recorded, because all you have to do is go back and listen to that and type that whole thing out, and you're good to go.
Oh, okay. That's your story. And you can tell that story without, without even, it can just be a picture of your face. You don't have to put that body picture out yet. No. Like, I put a picture out, and then I was like talking about how I was like drinking too much and eating too much. And that was scary. Like, I mean, and I'm like, oh, people probably think I need to go to AA. And,
I went there. Because
I put a ridiculous.
I was like wine every day. Like, sometimes I would have 2 glasses, and it was just, but that's
your story. That's what makes you. And you can put that out there, like little pieces here and there. I mean, it doesn't have to be all at once. And you will be surprised of the amount of people who will actually, message you and be like, that was inspirational. Because I mean, look at Caitlin, when she put herself out there, she had like 14, 15, 16 people saying like, great job. I mean, I think the amount of people that are like looking down on you are 0. That's in your head. And that's not like for you, but I'm just saying like in our heads. But I think, it needs to be, that's your story. So you don't have to say at the end, buy my shake. You can just say, like, I didn't believe in this, and I didn't even say yes at first. And like, I got like, all, you know what I mean? That's what you say. And then people will say, you're normal. You're a normal person that people are looking for. I
was like, oh, I can do this. Remember, Molly, when you asked me, I was like, I know what to do. I eat my whole foods. I know what to do. I eat too much chocolate and I drink too much wine. And that was it. But then,
you guys are doing great. You're doing great. And it has to be at your own pace. So I don't want you don't need to feel pressured.
I'll get there. I promise. I just have to get it just right where I am, because, like I said, this has been anyone who knows me and who's known me my entire life knows how, I've never been like, this has always been a struggle. So, just getting there. I'll get there.
You guys are doing great. I mean, we couldn't be prouder of you. So keep it up.
Yeah.
And that's right, Elaine. If you don't do you won't get done, and the world will miss out.
Well, thankfully, Tracy Morrow, And Sarah, I just want to encourage you to be aware that what you have experienced and what you have done, there's so many women probably in your circle of influence that need your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, and I'm with Molly, I'm not forcing you anything, but if you withhold too much longer, I mean, there's somebody who could be impacted by the change that you are, you know,
Right.
just vision where you were maybe a year ago.
Right.
And imagine a handful of women in that same boat, just longing for a lifeline, and you found it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it may begin just with that hand, not a Shakeology sale and not a program, but just like you identifying, I know where you're at. I've been there.
Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations, girl.
Thanks. Yeah, I feel great. Like, I feel better now. I just feel great. Like, and you can tell the people that see me at work, like I work in the operating room of the hospital. And, you know, I had, girl, what are you doing? I have to do what you're doing. And that's what exactly, like, whenever I started this, I was like, okay, I'm going to be a hobby coach and just, you know, if I can get my shakes for a discount, great. That's awesome. That's like kind of where I am, full-time job, full-time mom. And then it just like became so much more because like I see these awesome changes in myself. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife. Like I have more energy. Like I have more energy now getting up earlier and staying up a little bit later than I did whenever I was going to bed earlier and getting up later, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I work up, I get up, I work out, and you know, it's just I'm like so excited on like what the progress is going to be, and you know how I don't know. It's just I'm a better me.
That's why I get so frustrated when people ask me questions about it, and they. You know, especially lately, it's been the price seems to be kind of. I had a woman last night who was saying all those exact same things. I have to know what you're doing. I need to get on it. I'm so excited. And she was like ready to sign on the dotted line until I told her how much it cost. And she was like, no, never mind. I'll talk to you at work tomorrow. And she stopped responding to me after that.
Yeah.
Which I was kind of like, oh man, did I push too hard?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, but it's frustrating for me because I'm like, this has worked so well. And I have been in that boat of starting something and stopping and starting to eat healthy and then stopping or joining Weight Watchers and, you know, falling off the boat and getting frustrated or just kind of letting it all go. And I know how well this works and I know how doable it is. And I know how supportive our challenge groups are. And how, you know, like so many of us are actually becoming friends through this and things like that. Like there's so many different ways that this has positively impacted my life that I just want to like scream at somebody when they're like, man, I can't do it. I'm like, don't you have to?
Yeah.
Well, she might come back to you too. I think that you're planting seeds right now. I mean, honestly, like I had somebody buy a challenge pack in July who I reached out to a year ago, and then she reached out to me like maybe 6 months ago, and then she reached out to me. You know what I mean? I've had people say the same thing, and then they'll say, come back. So these are the people who are going to be your 2 points in 2 months down the line when she sees that you're not stopping. Because you have to also remember that, like, their news feeds are filled with It Works and Plexus and this, that, and the other. But if you're going to be there in a year from now, then that's going to be the true testimony. So, you know, we have to have patience too, because, you know, when you said like, or somebody said to me on our like Facebook message feed, like, how do we get the 10 points? Well, there are people that I talked to, you know, a year ago and then like 6 months ago, and then, you know, they're the same people. So it is frustrating when they don't say, but now I just don't take it personally. And Carl Deichler said, I think he was the one that said, it's only expensive if it doesn't work. So, you know, I'll break it down with the shakes. But there's some people, if you know the person is, you know, offer them the 60, just offer them the fix. It's only $60. You know, they don't have to get the shake. And then when you get them in the group, they'll get the shake because everyone loves our shake. And then maybe offer them Beachbody on Demand and help them pick out a program and put them in our group anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, there are other ways to offer them value. I mean, we don't love putting people in our challenge group if they don't buy something. But if she signs up for On Demand for 30 days, help her pick out a program, put her in the group. And then when we say something about challenge group packs, they'll buy it. You know, Erin Earp in our group, she was like a free customer of mine. And I just felt like she was going to be a person who was going to buy down the road. And I put her in our group. Fine. You know, it's like they're either going to check in or they're not. So, I mean, you know, we don't love putting people for free in our group, but at the same time, as long as they sign up for you and you know, if you have a feeling about them or whatever, they still see the value of it. They buy you a challenge pack on the road or within 30 days. You know what I mean?
So, I have a girl that was buying shakes. Molly, I don't know if you were in on the thread where I was telling Laura about this, but I have a girl who was buying shakes and had bought the program just through the Beachbody website. So I signed her over to be a customer because she said that she was doing the shakes every month. So she signed up, rookie mistake. She wasn't actually ordering them every month. She had bought one bag a couple months ago or something like that. And I've, you know, told her about how saving on she would save on the shipping, you know, and all of that. And for some reason, she's still reluctant on signing up for the recurring deliveries. And I'm not really sure why, but I don't want to push her away, so I don't want to push too hard, but I also kind of want to keep on her about it. You know what I mean? So what would you guys do in that kind of situation?
I'd put her in the group. Is she in one of the groups?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well then she's seeing the posts and stuff. And who is she in the group?
Amy Nicholson. So she's doing it every day.
Some people aren't ready to buy the shakes. I mean, ask Allison. I used to buy them once and then I'd buy it again another. I mean, I did this for 5 years to this poor lady. And now I have you know what I mean? I did the same thing. And I would drink it and then she'd be like, well, I'd be like, I have a whole half bag. I don't know what you're doing, but my bag lasts a lot longer. I mean, I wasn't doing it every day. You know what I mean? So some people just take longer.
Okay.
Myself included, you know. Just keep putting her in the challenge group and then we'll move her over to Fitness Warriors and then she'll see that people are still, you know, it might just take her a while to get the shakes. And you can offer her, you can say, you know, do you want to buy a 7-day sample from me and, you know, see how that works or whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
It's just someone that you have to work on. It is frustrating. It's hard to be patient with these people because then, especially when you're new, you know what I mean? Because you're like, where are these people going to come from? How are they? You know what I mean? And then you're afraid to put yourself back out there, but they'll come. And these are people that come back to you. I get messages all the time being like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I'm like, okay, well, go ahead. You know what I am? Ask you. You know what I mean? You said no, I'm good with it. Well, I know. It took me 5 years, people. Ask Allison. Allison, go ahead and jump in. I asked Allison, I would be like, what should I do at the gym? Yep, I sure did. And then one time I called her and I was like, okay, so Scott just brought me Chalene Extreme Challenge Pack online. She was like, you know what I mean? I'm sure she wanted to kill me. I did make him return it by her. You know, I did ridiculous things to her for 5 years. So I'm sorry to say, hopefully your customers will be faster than I was. Right? I'll be like, Allison, what should I do at the gym today? I'm sure she'd be like, push play in your living room, lady.
No, I say whatever it takes for you. If that's what works for you, then you need to go there and show up. That's what I would tell you. It's your thing.
She was sweet about it.
Not being your thing, but it just took you a while to figure that out.
Right. So you just have to have patience. But, you know, or you could be like Laura Becker and be like, listen, B, you're buying a shake, okay? You're going to love it. You're going to buy it. Sign up. You're done. Okay? We're done. Let's go.
That's Popple to you.
Exactly. And it is just whatever. Yeah. I've got no words for that. That's exactly how it is. I'm just jealous. That's my problem. I'm just like, why can't I just be like that? But it's just not me.
It's not you. Be you.
You have to be you. Or
Mhm.
doesn't get done.
Yep.
Laura is Laura and Molly's Molly. And that's why it's so never will get oversaturated, because people are going to be attracted to Laura or to Mindy or to Kathy or to Caitlin or to Ashley or to Nicole or to Molly or Elaine or Sarah, and they don't care. It doesn't matter. And we may all know, like, I bet you with half the people on here, I have about 50 mutual friends. It doesn't matter. Because it's never going to get oversaturated, because they're going to be attracted to you. And it might not be when you want it. It may not be by August the 31st, when the goal that you're wanting to hit. But that doesn't mean anything, obviously.
Just like the way you choose to like run your, like you're losing weight and stuff like that. It didn't go on overnight. It's not coming off overnight. We're doing it the right way. Treat your business the same. You have to have the patience just to keep doing it every day. You get up and push play for every day for 30 minutes. Do the same thing with your business. Put in your half an hour, put in your power hour every day, and then you start to see the rewards. And you have to take measurements, things like that.
And you know what I realized? It's funny because I think it's the same. Oh, I've got crappy internet. I hope you guys can hear me because it's getting all, it says I've got a bad connection. Is that I found the past few days after coming home from Summit, where I would kind of be dragging my feet to work on the business. If I put in the first 5 minutes, just like if I start my workout, I'm like, okay, I got the mojo going. I can do this. It's a matter of having the office hours, like Kathy already said. She set her office hours up. It's having that time that you're going to schedule to do it and get it done. And it does work that way. It does, for sure. Anybody else got any questions or anything? Elaine, you have any thoughts? You look like you're like, well, you're probably messaging something or doing something.
Well, just one thought based on obviously what Mindy and Kathy shared. If you have not, if you're, you're sitting here and you've never been to Summit, I hope you really take what they shared, and actually Molly too, all of you shared, and really let it sink in, because, clearly getting there was no small task. They didn't share is all the juggling of home life had to be in place before they could get there. But clearly they shared that it was worth it, and they don't regret it. And they've already, ordered their ticket for next year. That's not something that I would encourage you just to kind of put away after we have off this call. I'd really encourage you to really think about that and dig deep about what it will take to get you there next year. Because trust me, words can't even describe what it really is. You can't, even from afar, by way of the live stream and such, you haven't touched it. So I just really want to encourage you not to let these, I don't know how long the reduced price is even available, but take it seriously. It's definitely a game changer for your business and for your life. Clearly, I think Kathy put that into words really well. So that's my closing thought.
That's awesome. Perfect. Molly, you got anything else you want to add?
No, it would be so cool to have you guys there. The whole team is just, it's just getting stronger and stronger. And I think, we're on our way up together, which is really cool. Being a part of this community is awesome.
Agreed. I think that's what keeps me going. I like surrounding myself with people that are focused.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sarah is on her way to getting a free ticket.
I know. That's what I just read.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, I just have to get this month. I think I can.
You will. Totally.
Yeah,
You
for
will.
sure.
No problem.
It's exciting.
And I will just throw it out there just in case. And I imagine pretty much everybody in here, if you wanted to be on a cup, you are, that registration ends tonight. If you wanted to get on one and you did not get on one, then let your coach know as soon as possible, and we will make sure that we can try to match you up with people. There's still people doing the last minute thing. So, and if you have no idea what we're talking about, there's information on the Team Everyone Matters page so that you can read about what is involved, and definitely, like I said, contact your coach so that they can, or we can help you get there if that's what you want to do. Anything else?
Yep.
Ladies, anybody else got anything else?
Who's going to be on the live call with Autumn coming up next?
Caitlin is. She's pumped. She's excited. I registered because they had that registration link, so I did do that.
Is it at 9:30?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Did you pre-register, Molly?
I sure did, girl.
You go, woman. All right.
Well, you all inspire me. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. The whole bunch of new people going this summit for me was so helpful. So I think it's great, and we need to plan on bringing more new people next year. That's the way it works. Molly's already messaged me, hey, can you get on this waiting list for the room? Because we're going to have a whole lot more people next year, and we need to make sure that we have a whole lot of rooms going. And she was like, and I was like, oh, and I finally got to a computer, and they were like, everything's wait listed now. So I'll be on a wait list for hotel rooms.
We got a hotel room last year. I mean, like in May.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking also Airbnb, you know.
I thought about that today too. All right,
Everything's a lot closer in there in New Orleans, as I recall.
Okay, Kathy, let me get a picture really quick before you leave. Stop. Don't leave yet. Okay. Everybody smile, and we'll get a little picture going. 1, 2, 3. Say smile. Thank you. Okay, I got it. And I'll go ahead and end this meeting so I can end the recording. Thanks, you guys, for making it a priority to be on here. Look forward to
thank you so much.
If you get on there.
Thank you.
That's awesome.